The society has so much favored men when it comes to infidelity.
Every human being needs a form of autonomy. You can't be fully open, even to your pastor.
Cheating is just selfishness.
Who cheats more, men or women? I am of the opinion that men cheat more. Please take your seats.
Men cheat more than women. No, they are prone to cheating more than women. I mean, a man right now will just see one sexy thing, whether it is sexy or not, too, whether as long as it's a female walking inside wearing trousers, whether it's scared to begin, whatever, and they'll be attracted to that woman. And the next thing, they're having fantasies about her and want to have sex with her. So they tend to cheat more than women. Whereas a woman, you have to like sit a woman down, she would think of what she stands to gain, before engaging in that activity with you. That's the reason why I say men are prone to cheating more than women.
With so much agreement, I stand on the opinion that men cheat more. And although both gender cheats, and there's no good statistics that comes out with the main results on who cheats more, but judging based on the loudest, men cheats more. And this is because, my own opinion, this is because the society has so much favored men when it comes to infidelity. Not that I'm not saying that everybody agrees to it, but you hear of the opinion men are polygamous in nature, and yes, it rains everywhere. So these men know they can actually get back to where they were before, even after cheating on their partners. But women, we know what is at stake, so we can't just give it up for something. 10 minutes pleasure, or some that will not even reach 25 minutes safe or 5 minutes safe. So we wouldn't even think of that. After all, we have all we need. So we will consider a lot of things which is actually against us. So for the on the other hand, men, they don't really lose so much as compared to women. So this gives men more, should I say, balls to cheat, and cheat even openly. So that's why I say so.
Even the men themselves know they cheat more, because I can remember posting a picture concerning who cheats more, and the guy was confirming that it's true that men cheat more. Now, men cheat in a lot of reasons. Maybe probably they feel neglected, or because she's not giving me time because of that. So now they feel they have opportunity now to go cheat. Or most of them, if their wife just show because of work, see, they go and call side chick. So then when they have a misunderstanding in the home, they will not even waste time. Oh, I want to go and cook myself, I want to go out. They will go and cheat, look for a woman, any person. Or some of them struggling, when they don't have that communication again in the home, don't feel each other, and they were like, I'm tired of this, and they do go and cheat. Okay, there's one I saw a post on online, and a lady was in the middle and a lot of guys around, and I was like, okay, fine. For the guy to even have in mind that all of them were all ready to face one particular, that means they have been doing this a lot. And another thing is that from a peer group, their friends, their group, this one have a chick, this one have a friend, so them too, they want to join there, and you see, my sister talked about marriage here, because women traditionally they are not allowed to go out and have a affair. It's a taboo. And you see this, and women at that point are being controlled. There is a guy that was speaking parable. When it comes to the part that will favor him, he will speak parable. When it's another part that is not favor, you now bring Bible. I was like, okay, he said, as an young man, you don't joke with woman, you have to have a side. He was even saying it openly. I was like, wow. And you can see another case, a doctor was at a place, was also there. So a colleague of his was like, Commissioner for Women Affairs. You can know what does actually mean. That means he has been changing from and some of them will say, I cannot test one particular, so I have to test all the super fan at the time, Y super, and so on and so forth. So men cheat more. Some of them, they see this thing from their parents and they take up, my parent did this, so it's in their blood. Some of them, there are a lot of ways that men cheat, men themselves. If they want to tell you the truth, though, they know they cheat more than women. Thank you.
I agree that women cheat more. Please Please join them.
You ask a girl now, a typical Nigerian girl, a woman who cheats more in a relationship, she will say it's a man. If you ask a man, you will say it's a woman. But if you ask me, Ferdinand, I would say both genders cheat.
First and foremost, let's please clarify what cheating is. It's not just about, some people might label cheating as just having sex, right? Like my sister said, they don't relieve themselves. It's not until I release before I am cheating. If you give another man more attention than you are giving me, you are cheating. If you lie to me because you're with somebody else, you are cheating. Right? So technically, with this definition, expanded definition, women cheat more. Clarify. Now, she said from families, in homes. You said men are given liberty by society to cheat more. But that's not true. Men's cheating is looking obvious because of that liberty. For example, let's imagine we are 5 or 12 people in the room, right? And then if any of those males cheat, we would naturally boast about it because we are encouraging you. We are OG, like you call it, Mr. Women are first and the rest. But a woman can cheat with every man in that room and the next girl will not know. That's how good you people are. You people cheat to the point where, God, women has this proficiency where a girl can choose to two of our lovers and you will not know, dear, meet my love. And you will not realize it. Thank you all, he's my bestie. You're just a good friend. And to be sincere, if you want to check it out, they said to follow the money. If you want to check anything out, you want to know who cheats more, check a guy's phone and a girl's phone. You say society is disadvantaged to women, but that's not true. Currently, there are more empowerments for the girl child than the male boy. Nobody cares about us again. They feel like we're enjoying life, but it's not true. If you check your account balance now, how many times have you received money from a female? It's always the males that are sending you people money. For those of you who claim to be independent women, you work your money, right? But who are your major customers? It's the male. It's a selling point for most females. So when you say men cheat more, you're lying to yourself.
You said something that we independent women,
In quotes.
that claim to work for our money, our major customers are men.
True.
And that is how we have our money. Now you see why do men patronize women more? And you know, most of these guys will use the girl's business just as like a way just to get close to her. I'm an entrepreneur, okay?
Awesome.
And even today, so when I was coming, a man, he perceived my fragrance. And he's like, oh, you like my fragrance? What's the name? If he can get my number, sir, I'll send him the name of my fragrance. You can imagine that. And I'm like, no, I'm the vendor of the fragrance. And I told him the name. And he wanted me to know, it's okay, he's going to patronize me now. Most of them will come in the form of, oh, they want to patronize you, but then they have their intentions. So you want to now tell me that it is now the woman who cheats more than the man?
Clearly.
No, the men. No. It's the men. And if you want to look at it, most of these men are in a relationship, and that man in that case, that is a married man. You get my point?
So because he wanted to get your number, therefore he's cheating.
No, you don't get my point. Obviously, we are humans. Let's be frank. Sometimes we play dumb, but when you know that this is what somebody's coming for, you know it at once.
If you feel every time a guy walks up to you that is out for you or your body, the problem is your thinking, not the man.
Now, let me stop you there. It's not what I think. It is real life. It's reality. Because at the end of the day,
Did he ask you out?
I'm coming. Let me finish now. I'm the one telling the story.
Okay, continue.
Because the next thing is, okay, let's go out. Okay, come to my house. Okay, I like you. I love you. You're the woman of my dream. I want to be with you and all that kind of stuff. Do you get my point? So what I'm trying to say is that
did you
at the end of
entertain
the
the conversation?
day, I'm coming.
Did you entertain the conversation?
I'm a very straightforward person.
Did you entertain
I want to
the
answer that
conversation?
now. I'm a very straightforward person. I tell you, no, I'm not interested. If you want to do business, let's go straight to business. If you don't want to buy it, no wahala. And then I tell you, oh, I have a boyfriend. I tell you that. Then if you keep pushing, no wahala. I don't like pretending, okay? So I just give it. And if you keep stressing, that's your business. I tell you, drop it.
So when you gave him the number, you gave him because of he's just pushing, not because of you really want to have anything with him.
I mean, giving my number is first to sell. I'm an entrepreneur, so first I think
anything to sell your
product.
market, right? Awesome.
I'm coming.
Continue.
So I sell my product. Once I sell my product, you're on your own. I don't care whatever thing you're feeling. So what my point here is that
till you sell your product, you will do anything to get to sales.
No, No, I will not do anything to get myself. Okay. If you want to carry my product to like cover, if you don't want to buy the product, then you forget about if. I'll tell you then if you okay. I'm going to tell you that okay, fine. How about you patronize another vendor because I really don't like how this thing
You
is
would
going.
readily refer a customer to another vendor.
Yes,
because
I
of the
will.
guy hitting on you.
Yes, I will.
See,
I will. Let me finish. So
Okay.
so my point here is that men cheat more than women. Like I said, this man, for instance, this man is not the first man, no, but this is a married man, for instance, here, okay?
Awesome.
So he has another motive in mind.
Okay.
He has a wife at home, but then look at a young girl he wants. Imagine if maybe I like give into whatever, if I'm not smart, at the end of the day, I get to have an affair with him. He practically cheats on his wife, you get. So men, and I'm definitely not the first girl that man would have done that thing to. Okay, so men cheat more than women. You cannot use we independent women as saying that men are giving. We're just selling a market. Those that are smart do their thing and go their way.
This is my problem. This is my problem with the men-women conversation.
Okay,
right?
what's your own?
We complain when men leverage on things that they quote unquote need to get what they want. Mm-hmm. But when women do the same thing, we feel it is selling their markets. For example, let's play with this thing. You try to dress beautifully well. I know you will tell yourself that I'm dressing for myself. I want to feel good. That's what you tell yourselves, right? You dress in a way that you know is seductive, number one. Beautiful. Let's imagine your fragrance is natural. It's not a problem. That's not a bad thing. You should smell good if you can, right? Then he walks up to you and then he has that conversation. Therefore, you just think that therefore all men cheat well. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm not clarifying it well
My
for
dear,
you.
I'm not saying that instance is what I'm saying all men cheat more. I'm telling you the number of men I've had a encounter with and how far the conversation goes to.
How many of those
that
people
I'm
have you given your phone number to?
Huh?
How many of those people have you given your phone number to?
How did they get to go further if it's not through my phone number?
Exactly my point. You encourage the conversation.
No, dear.
Most women.
No, dear.
No,
dear.
No. Okay, let me give you an example. If a guy doesn't like a lady, he doesn't like her. There's nothing she would do. He will end the conversation there and then.
So those ones that.
But women use the subtle. See what about you guys? You might not like a guy at first. You tell yourselves the truth. Then the guy just constantly keep checking up. Even if he does not do anything. Communication breeds affection. Why are you pretending? If he keeps calling you, I don't check up, but you're like, this boy should rest, I beg. I swear to God, give him time. You start considering it. One day, you know your boyfriend annoys you, you will reason it.
Now, all in all, you see this one you're saying now, this is outside what we were actually targeting on.
Who
I was
cheats more?
targeting on the points you're saying we independent women, it is the men, another kind
Okay,
of stuff.
follow me
And I'm
with the
saying
independent
now,
women
I'm saying that
perspective.
I'm saying that these men that come, because you say we get the money at the end of the day from men because our highest customers are men, which yes, my highest customers are men.
True.
You get my highest customers are men. So them they come with these. Most of them come with other motives. Okay, so
And
it's
you
left for
leverage
you.
on their motive to make your profit.
No, I don't do that. You said you wanted to buy from me, so me, I stick to that. So whatever thing you're headed to, I don't care. I'm not interested, and I let you know. So my point here is that men cheat more, and they will now use this women, independent women, think, oh, I want to patronize you, and to make their intentions forward. Okay, dear. So men cheat more.
Okay. I know many guys who, if they want something to do, they'll tell you up straight. If they want to have sex, they'll tell you straight up. This is what they want. You don't have to go around wanting to buy products.
Yeah,
to
I know
prove
that.
a point.
I'm just saying for that point where you said we independent women, that's all.
Oh, your problems with the independent women.
We make our own money. So I'm just like trying to tell you that your men at the end of the day are the one that are cheating more.
No.
Okay.
Get my point.
Because a girl will not definitely, like myself here, I'm an example. I would definitely not go and sleep with all those men that come
You
my
don't
way.
have to
Okay.
sleep with them. Yes, you have to say expand the definition of cheating.
Okay, I am
cheating is not just
you said
you have
spending
sex.
time with them. I am an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm a business lady, and as a business person, you interact with your customers or your potential customers. You interact with them. So how does that make it like I'm giving more attention to them to my partner?
Let me ask you a question. I offer therapy,
Okay.
right? So imagine most of my clients are actually females because females tend to express emotion more.
Yeah.
So if for 30 days a week, I spend 25 days of my week talking to women, if you are my partner, will you feel I'm cheating?
No, I won't.
Every time you come to my office, you met a lady. Every time for 25 days of a month.
She knows your job, and so
Does it?
You will not feel like I am cheating.
no.
You will not feel insecure. You are lying.
No, that's where we
That's
with
your
your
job.
understanding.
Your job.
You
You
need
are
an
lying.
understanding partner.
So, okay, therefore, are all girls understanding?
Then you go for someone with understanding.
How do we know? You are packaged a lot of things.
From her attitude, how she speaks, her reaction, you know.
You are not understanding.
What makes you think so?
See, you're not even understanding me right now. You as a lady, I know, okay, for example, I am privileged to play with a bit of humanitarian services. I know the number of women who come, young ladies in quotes, who come for quote unquote abortions. Where is it coming from? It's not their partners. I know the ones that are partners, because most times the guys are in the way or they don't want him to know. Right? If women do not cheat more than men, you would have seen that women will not be afraid of DNA tests or afraid of certain things, but they are the ones that are tested about certain issues like that. You know for a fact, for example, your brother brings a lady that you feel is promiscuous, right, home. I say, this person I want to settle down with. You know in your heart that this girl will cause trouble. Would you encourage your brother to date her, to still go ahead and marry her? No, because you know there's a high chance she would cheat. But the same situation, if you bring a man home, the only thing they look out for men, you've noticed that most times you see a man that is engaged in infidelity is on the basis of, you say he just wants to go, he's not even thinking of it, he does not like you, he's just congee, that's all.
In resolving conflict, quick confrontation or time to cool off.
I think when there's a conflict or there's issue, the best thing to do is cool off first. Although I'm not a cool off person, sure, but the best thing is to cool off. Why I say so is that there are certain words you will say while you're angry, and it might take you years to take it back. And I can boldly tell you that words creates more impact in someone's life than, in short, any other thing. There are words you would tell someone today and they will live to remember it how many, in short, 20 years of their life, they're still remembering it. So it's best you calm down, be on your right frame of mind, then you sort it out, than just busting out on anger. And at the same time, going straight up, if you just carry something, knock person head, kill him. So it's much better you cool off, then create a time where you're going to talk about it and talk about it.
If you speak immediately, take any action, it may result in something else. So now, when you cool down, you start reasoning, because there must be a reason for the person to act that way. So you have to ask questions, why did this thing happen? Because if you just take action like boom, it may result in something, may damage even the relationship or anything at all. So you have to cool down. Why did this person do it? Let the person express you or herself, okay, I'm sorry, I did this because of this. Thank you.
To me, it's best to cool off when something happens. You need to cool off. When you cool off, you're going to think deeper into it, and it will avoid you from reacting a certain way by using certain words, by even going physical. Because if you just go out, like you just bash into you to address the situation, if the other person is even a cool-headed person, you guys may go physical and it's not going to result well. So when you cool off, you get to think again, okay, why you now ask, like she said, why did you do this? Why did it happen? There must be a reason for this to happen. You get to, then you hear from the other person's side. But if you don't cool off, my dear, things are going to go real nasty.
Well, in my own case, I think cooling off is the best option, because something done in anger can never be like, you can never take it back. For example, now maybe your partner cheats on you. There must be a reason. If, like in my own case, I will first think, okay, why did she cheat? What's the problem? There are two things that happen when you react immediately. Is that verbally, you say something that will hurt the other person. You start picking up things that not even relating to what just happened. And then you might be one you want to use physical, like you want to beat the person and whatsoever, which is not the best option. And I think cooling off is the best, rather than confronting the person immediately. And sometimes you might want to confront, you might cause more harm than good.
I believe being confrontational is the best. And I know people might feel like, that's aggressive, but that's not true. If you think it's aggressive, you are thinking of it in terms of from the male factor alone. Let's give a good example. As a female, your man annoys you, he vexes you. Would you wait For example, it takes you 3 days to cool off. You know that anger doesn't just disappear like that. Will you wait 3 days to tell
Depends on the
him?
person.
No, you wouldn't. Truth is, left to me, if I don't tell you at that point in time, I will not tell you again. You know why? I will not want to hurt you afterwards.
So is that not better?
But no, it's not. See, in anger, you hear a lot of truth. Seriously. So it's better it comes out there and then than to... Because if I lock it up in my heart, I swear to God, I would keep thinking of it. It will have brooded upon it. And once I've brooded, it becomes part of me.
Which is not good.
Which is not a good
It's
thing.
not a good thing.
Exactly my point. So why am I
So
calling
that means
it
you should
off?
forget about it. If you cannot say it
No,
in a quote,
sorry.
maybe forget about it.
No, see, okay, sweetheart, let me give you a good example. Let's play with this thing. Your partner calls your boss and tells him he wants to resign. Will you wait till after you have cool off, or you confront him immediately about it?
Let me
Conflict.
tell you why you need to cool off. We are just using boyfriend, girlfriend
Girlfriend.
as an example. No, let's talk about friendship. Okay, when you're friends with somebody, you need to when something happens, you need to cool off. Like when you're going through the process of cooling off, you get to think. It's now give you time to be like, okay, this person must have done this because of this. Maybe the person did not do it. Do you get my point? Maybe is it true? Is it not true? Okay, let me hear from the person's side of the story, and then you will now find a way to work towards finding a solution to that thing. But then if you just you just react. Now by reacting, you're going to say hurtful things that if now perhaps this thing is not true, at the end of the day, you cannot take those words
And the
back.
only reason you feel like you say hurtful things is if you...
You'll
as
be
a person-
angry.
No, if you as a person do not have clear values. For example, no matter how angry I am, I won't make you look like you're less of a person. I'll tell you what you did was wrong, and I'll tell you as it is. I'll make you look less of a person. If you feel like it's because of if you don't cool up at that time, you'll be...
Do you know that most people that don't cool off, they don't even care to hear the other side of the person's story. They don't even care to know if
They just judge
they just take it that this is
And
it.
it is better. It's like...
No, it's not. It will
They are
destroy
beautiful
that
people
relationship. It will destroy that relationship.
See, sweetheart, get this point. Okay, let's play with this thing here. We are dating. Right?
Don't use dating.
No,
Use
okay.
normal friendship.
Okay, we are friends
Yes.
right now. You're friends right now. And then I borrowed your ATM. I tell you I wanted to just get about 10,000 to get something. Then I now spent 100,000 naira, which I wanted to use to purchase goods. Right? And I came back and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll give you later. You had to purchase the goods that evening, and I had just shot your funds. Would you wait till later to tell me that?
Do you even know what happened to the person that the person had to withdraw that money? That up to
Please
that
borrow me your
amount?
card. I love you guys already. Like, see, you don't,
Okay,
let's
now
be
let me tell you
sincere.
something.
Give me your card. I want to borrow money.
Okay, now we're talking about friends
You
now.
said
We are
friends.
talking
I'll play
about
with
friends.
friends,
Okay.
yes.
Personally, I'm a cool-headed person. I like to take things calmly. Okay. I will ask you, okay, what happened? Because I feel something must have happened.
now.
I
Can't
won't
just
just
move someone
react
on
like,
like
oh
that.
God, why did you do it? Oh, I will not
If
do
it
that.
was okay, maybe the
I
person
will
had
calm
accident
down
before.
and ask you, why did you do it? When I get your point of the story, I'll be like, okay,
So if
next
my
time
reason is not
you
valid,
let me know.
if my reason is not valid, you can now flare up.
If it's not valid, I'll
You
be
can-
pissed.
Exactly
I will let
my
you know.
point. You did
No,
not
I will
flare
not
up.
flare off. I won't flare. I'm telling you, as a cool-headed person, I won't flare off. I will let you know that I don't like this thing. You
In a
did,
very
okay?
calm
In a
tone.
very calm way. But you know that I am
Okay, can you
pissed.
tell me?
You
Tell me
know
right
that
now.
I am
Let's try
pissed,
this.
yeah.
Let's try this now. You're cool. You're not actually angry.
No, the difference here is that when you say flare off, you're like the way you react, like bro, everything. But when you cool off, you speak calmly. You get.
See what confrontation is. Confrontation
Okay.
means, for example, you are saying something, and I tell you on the spot.
Okay.
Whether you say it in a calm tone or in a high tone, you have confronted the person.
That's
okay.
not what we are.
That's not what we are addressing
You
here.
said
oh.
the question
Is that
was,
what is that what we are? That's not what we are addressing here.
The question was in a conflict.
Confrontation.
That confrontation means to address something as it happens. Yes, immediately it happens. So even if I address it calmly, I
Okay.
could choose to be calm, but I address it out on the spot. I could choose to flip, address it on the spot. Cooling off. What you don't realize is like I could stay. Maybe you offended me today. I wait till maybe the night or the next day. That's cooling off. Or waiting a few hours before I say it.
She's okay.
Which is okay.
When someone is angry, there's a whole lot that comes through their mind, and they might not even they might not be composure. In short, a gay person will be saying they speak fluent English, even angry like this, he will give you Paco English where you say safe. The person safe no go even know. There's lack of composure. So when you are angry, there are so many things that tends to come out from your mind might not even be something you would want to say on a normal day. So it's better you calm down first before you say a word that will hurt someone forever.
I can share my password as a sign of trust. I don't agree to this statement. Please take your seat.
I do not believe sharing passwords is a form of showing trust or bond. And in fact, I don't encourage it. Reason being is you are autonomous beings. If you feel that your partner needs to share a password for you to trust him, the problem is with you. You don't trust. You have trust issues, not your partner. Right? And for example, imagine I work for my boss, right? And my work is a confidential kind of work. For example, I work with federal mint, for example, and I know that I should not let anybody know about my work. Then because you're my partner, I'll not allow you to access my phone and you see it. What if you mistakenly go and talk about it with your friends? So it's not, unless you are trying to pretend about it. I know context might differ, but on a general note, it is not advisable. For example, the female gender, no offense to you guys, when women figure out how much their man earns, they feel the need to want to spend more of his money than their money. Now imagine she can access your bank account at any given time. All of a sudden, she will tell you she does not have money. All the needs she needs in her life will start popping up. And that's the problem. It allows the person to be an autonomous being, because eventually, as a couple, what helps you people enjoy relationship is that you have private lives. If you stay together, see finish will occur. So if everything is shared, there will be a problem. There should be some level of privacy. It's what makes it interesting. That's what makes the intrigue worth it. So I do not believe so. Thank you.
If you agree with this statement, please take your seat.
Only my WhatsApp and Facebook, my chats with people, not my bank details. Not my bank details. Good. First, my brother said he do bring in see finish, yes. And ladies are fond of discussing with their friends. There are some friends that know more than what the lady even knows herself. So what I'm saying is only my chat, WhatsApp and Facebook, not my bank details. In some contexts, if it's chat with my boss, no, I don't. I won't allow you to see that. Or chat with my mom, my dad, my siblings. That one is personal. But if it's something like maybe you want to see my chat, am I chatting with another girl or another woman or whosoever, I can give you, you can go through it. But if it's my bank details, what I earn as a man, no, please, I won't give you that leverage to check my distance.
For me, sharing passwords does not have, it's not even a sign of trust. It shouldn't be a sign of trust. However, if it gets to the point, okay, we need to share passwords, no wahala, but then I think there should be a restriction, especially if it's a confidential thing, maybe related to work or so. I have to let you know that, okay, well, this is what's up. Okay, I'm not going to hide any other stuff, but if you want to go through my phone, no wahala, I'll let you go through my phone. If you need my password, no wahala, because what's there to hide? And I think sharing password, the benefits there is that it will avoid certain things, like if a man is following up your woman, or a girl is like trying to follow up your guy, you get to know that, okay, this is what is happening, and you know that your girl or your guy is not the one putting themselves out there. Perhaps something outside happened and it's like, this is what is happening, then you get to know that this, your person is not doing it. Okay, your person is not cheating, your person is true to themselves. Okay, because you go through their phone whenever you want to, so it's no big deal.
To me, I'll say it's necessary to share your password, because before you even choose a woman or a man, it should be a person that you think, oh, this person is fit. This person can keep my secret. This person is good. Why would you just go and take someone that talks anyhow? What do you expect? So if you're choosing a woman or a man, you should choose someone you trust, that is responsible, that they can keep your things. Okay, example now, assuming now a man now hides his password and eventually he died. and okay, you were talking about keeping document, and this information is with the information, and if he dies with it, no one knows his power. How are they going to retrieve the information? Now, if it's open, okay, like, okay, oh, maybe the man is sick, or the man has an accident, or is dead. Okay, now they can, okay, I have the information here. Okay, this is the password. This is so you should be open to. If you think that your woman or your man is not okay by you, that is why you have to be hiding everything from her, your password. Then just forget about the person. Choose the person you think that this person is good. This person is my confidant, that you can cover me up, that is responsible. That you must be careful in the kind of person you choose at first.
It's very necessary to share your password with your partner, not as a sign of trust, but I would say the benefits that come with sharing your password is some level of trust. And then the Bible says, two shall come together to become one. So, as far as marriage is concerned, there must be an agreement between two, and there have to be that level of togetherness. Now, the main issue now depends on who you choose as a wife. Okay. So sharing your password is necessary, and in short, is a must in a relationship and in marriage. Okay, at least it will, I said something about some level of trust, and also maybe there are things on a normal you can't just, maybe there are weaknesses of yours. Maybe you and a man we like girls too much.
Okay.
At least if your woman has too much access to your devices like that, it can cut down that down to some level.
Okay.
At least it can help you in some way, in some aspect, and shape your life as well.
Okay.
Then for the bank account, that's why I say marry who you sabi. If you don't say your wife now waster,
you go and carry and marry.
Yeah, you marry him. That one are your concern.
Yes,
so
now,
you have to sort your problem.
Okay.
But your wife has to know your password as far as your ATM card is concerned. She has to know it.
I love.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong with the man knowing yours too.
I love where you guys are.
So it's very, very necessary, because we don't know what will happen tomorrow. We are just mere mortals. You might just lie down, your maker say, oh yeah, come.
And you too might also.
Yes, the same thing. Everybody.
Okay,
so everybody needs to know. So far you are married to someone, that person needs to have access to. There should be that unity, togetherness.
Okay, let me show you the implications of what you are saying right now. So let's give it in context. Yeah, you're saying let's play with the bank. I'll start with the banks for you guys. You said you should share each other's password, right? I can help cut down on spending, right? If that is the case, why don't you just have a joint account?
Yes.
Would you want to have a joint account with your husband?
Why not?
All your money. Wait, I'm sorry. It's about passwords, yeah. But the idea is, instead of stressing yourself to get separate passwords, have one account that all of you money are entering inside.
Yes, no.
Even if you're earning more than him, you want to have a joint account.
See, before you even withdraw the money, there must be two signatures. Okay, fine. Because you cannot even.
Get my point. Now you guys address certain things, and I want you guys to really understand it from a context perspective. Now, you mentioned something about in case he's kind of person that cheats, that if the passwords are on, they are open, it's easier for him to control himself. I can open my phone and you will not see nothing. It is you that have trust issues. If you feel that passwords want to help you feel that you trust your man or your woman, you will have a problem.
We are not talking about trust now, that you need to give me so that I will trust you. No. It is normal. Yes. If it's someone that you call, you are spending the rest of your life with someone, and you just decide, okay, this is the woman I want to marry for the rest of my life, and you know that she's your choice, okay, and you want everything to work out. She wants to bear you children. What's there in password? Okay, what are you hiding?
It's not about the hiding.
Yes, what are you hiding? Then if you're not hiding anything, why is it a problem? If you're not hiding anything, why is it a problem?
That's my problem. If there's no problem, what are you looking for?
Me, I'm not looking. I'm telling you that openness is part of marriage.
Openness in
everything. Yes, in everything. So you have to be hiding things. Why? That's it now.
Even when you have children, you give your children some level of autonomy. You don't barge into them anyhow. Yes, you give a level of control. But one of the things that make you human is that you have some level of privacy. It's not like you're hiding anything from them. It makes you human. What I'm saying is, passwords are a form of autonomy. and every human being needs a form of autonomy. You can't be fully open, even to your pastor. Talk more of a partner.
You don't.
Now, you might feel, I was going to rest my life with this person forever and ever and ever, but you are lying to yourself. What makes that marriage sweet is some level of secret, some level of, for example, imagine he wants to surprise you, calm down, and then he books, calm down, I want to surprise you maybe for your birthday, and I book a private trip for us, and then you can easily access my phone. You will be spoiling surprises for me. It will not be sweet. It will be boring. It's not about hiding. If you feel that there's a need to see something, that means you have a problem.
Is oneness necessary in marriage?
What is oneness?
Is one? I'm asking you now.
I don't
is
know what
oneness,
you mean now. What is oneness?
Togetherness. Is oneness necessary in marriage?
Togetherness is very important in marriage.
Is important.
Very important.
Okay.
But you should be together with password. If that's the case, people should have the same passwords then.
A relationship can survive infidelity and regain trust again. I agree with this statement. Please take your seat.
Surviving infidelity, at least you shouldn't even celebrate on the surviving first. The trust is the backbone of everything. So, and let me say yes, but it's going to take you a whole lot of time, process, energy, and effort. So you don't just, okay, she don't forgive me, let me just move on and do my normal activity. You have to prove it to her, sound it to her, preach it to her, that you're no longer the same person she knew. So that doesn't take a month or years. It might even take you 20 years to regain back trust. But the most important thing, and what I'm trying to say, is that you can actually gain back the trust, but it might take you so much. You need to be patient.
I don't agree to that statement. Please join them.
Why I do not feel trust can be regained after one offense of cheating or whatever it might be is, let's take an analogy. You nail into a wall and then you pull out the nail. As when the nail is no longer there, but the wall is still there. You might even take filler and fill up the hole. But it will still be obvious that something existed here before. So as much as you might try to endure over time, you will just be denying the obvious, because whenever you guys have issues, you would remember that act that actually got you pissed off in the first place. And let's not let ourselves, we don't have amnesia, it's always pop up. So I don't think it can be regained, at least not that easily.
In my own case, I don't think it will even, like, in fact, cheating is just selfishness. In my own case, my partner cheating on me is like end of the story. There's nothing like we coming back or we trying to amend things. No, because there are times that maybe during conflict, I might want to remind her, okay, you cheated on me with that guy, and sorry, for me, it's end of the story. I can't forgive someone that cheats on me. So
Trust cannot be built again after cheating, because the only thing you can do is you're trying to, keep up with that person. You're just trying to cohabit with that person. You're just trying to be with that person, trying to sustain the relationship. But that trust cannot come back again. It can't be revived. You might you're just pretending, to avoid it. You're just trying to avoid it. You're trying to, in your mind, you're like, okay, you're forgiving the person, you trust the person. But if anything comes up now, or a similar case come up, it will trigger that stuff. So that trust can't be rebuilt, so unless through the grace of God.
You can't regain that trust. You're just wasting your time. You're still in that relationship. Instead, if care is not taken, there's going to be a divorce if they were married, and if they were not even married, is in short, maybe they're just having fun. It's a matter of time. This one, we cannot trust you, and there's nothing you can do. Is like, no matter what you tell the person, even though, because maybe you did not pick the person's call, hey, that means the person has gone out to. So that trust, you cannot gain that trust again. It has gone. So the best thing, my own suggestion, stop wasting your time. Just walk away, because you cannot gain it again.
What I've actually noticed in this generation is that people no longer make effort to see things work. When we talk about marriage, there's a whole lot in it. Now, when two people come together, the idea is to make it work, because that's just the point. Now, you're married and your husband cheats on you. once. I mean once. I'm not talking about repetition of patterns. I'm talking about once. Yes, you might actually want to give him a chance, but that trust is gone. But if there's an effort to prove to you that he has actually changed from this way, there's an effort, I mean genuine effort. I'm not talking about effort where we say, Ingo, just come on, baby, I went to this place. But deep down, he's actually doing the same thing. I mean genuine change and effort that he has just taken his parts from that part and he wants to fix himself in his family and make his marriage work. At least there's always a point where you just, okay, I grab it. My husband is no longer like this. Although I said it right from the start. Regaining of trust doesn't happen in a day. It can take you 20 years or even 40 years.
Of your marriage.
Yes.
When the marriage.
Now you spoil them now, so you have to endure. Now so in be now, you just have to endure. Now you spoil them. So that's he said. There's this saying: there's always a price to pay for a sin. So if that is the price you have to pay in order to keep your marriage, you have to pay it.
Yeah, that is my point.
So
you're still about keeping the marriage.
Calm down.
See,
that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that yes, trust can actually be gained back, but it needs to be between an agreement between the two people involved in this.
Let me give you
the man saying, okay.
Let me give you an example. I know you're saying that these things in terms of just family relationship, which is the context here. But I'll give you an example. Mm-hmm. I stole land from your father. Okay. Right? I killed your father to take your property. And I came and started trying to take care of you and everything and be nice and everything. Would you trust me
That's
again?
A different thing.
Calm down. Would you trust me again?
No, because it's different.
It's the same heart you used to trust. It's the same brain you used to trust.
Leave it. Context
might say, over time, you might feel like you want to really work it. I say we don't put effort, but that's not true. We have learned to see bullshit easily in our generation. That's what you're calling us not putting effort. We call a spade, even if sometimes we are in our delusional states. But it's easier for you to say this, like I said, as a woman, if you are not financially buoyant. I can swear to God that if you have money, I'm serious, I don't mean you have 20K in your account that you have been saving to buy a Shrebi. I said, if you have money, your man cheats on you, there's a 60% chance you will leave that marriage.
This generation, we are more onto money.
Oh,
we are more onto money than everything. And that's why we're having issues.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're using the context of a land. I'm not sharing my life with my uncle that wanted to take my land, my father's land. That's, in short, that my uncle is my father's brother, and I have no personal relationship with him. In short, how I take no say I him be my uncle now because of my papa. Now, we are talking about someone you've made vow and you've proposed, you be a child for that person, and you've actually, in short, let's just say you've spent half of the years of your life with him, and you are emotionally, physically attached to this person, and that person cheats on you once.
Exactly my point.
And then won't you try to make it work? Yes, you have that.
Your fear is that you've made investment.
Do it at the first time.
It's like
there's possibility they're going to do it again.
Yes, there's actually a possibility.
The only reason you are staying, I think, is that you're afraid that you've made too much investment that you cannot afford to lose it.
Calm down.
See, I understand that you say, okay, I'm one person that believes that values should be over money. But to me, on my fundamental value, if you can afford to cheat, leave that thing.
Calm down. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to justify cheating, or I'm not trying to tell anybody to stay in a marriage but we are talking about trust now.
Okay.
Now, I give you my reasons, being that yes, trust can actually be gotten back, but it has to take time because it's not easy. Definitely, if you lie to someone and that person finds out that you are lying, it's gonna take a lot of. It's just normal.
There is a circumstance that can justify cheating. I don't agree to this statement. Please take your seat.
No matter how the society paints it, there's nothing at all that can justify cheating. There's a whole lot that comes in after cheating. It's not even about cheating. There's a whole lot that comes in after cheating. Let's talk about you being caught. At the end of the day, it spoils a whole lot. So nothing at all is as bad as, what should I say, even killing. Cheating is as bad as killing. So nothing justifies it at all.
If you cheat, whatever makes you to cheat, will always make you to cheat. How come that? Okay, someone will else pray and say, oh God, I don't want to sin again, I don't want to lie again. Small thing, you start lying. So if that thing that actually made you to cheat at first will also come, So there's nothing to justify cheating.
There's nothing to justify cheating, because why did you cheat in the first place? No matter what, you shouldn't cheat. And if you now say, okay, next time I won't do it, there will always be something that will put you or will make you to do it again. So nothing should justify cheating. Everyone should be disciplined enough, have self-control enough to, avoid cheating. So nothing justifies cheating.
I think nothing justifies cheating. No, a cheat is a cheat. There is nothing to paint it like as if he did a great good thing. Like for example, now there was a time that Chris Brown did something like a meet and greet concept where people pay him $1,000, right? Mainly the ladies, and then you see some girls like telling their partner, he just meet and greet, whereas he's like telling you, like he's hugging you, kissing you in front of camera. So in our society now, cheating is now like as if it's a daily job. People now see it like, oh, if you cheat, it's normal something now. But for me, it doesn't justify anything. Being a cheater, you are so selfish. First, you don't consider your partner. You don't even consider your own self.
I do not believe there's any rationale whatsoever for cheating. Reason being that the mere act of cheating itself is a very selfish act. And if you feel the need to cheat, you should not be in a relationship in the first place. If you feel like you don't want to follow set down rules of engagement in relationships, rest. We all remember the old Amber's and Johnny Sin's court case, right? Now she came to court with evidence of how he's not caring, he was violent, and it was this to justify her cheating. Now, truth be told, as the court case revealed, that even with his, because he's a very sweet young man, even with his caring attitude and everything, you cannot come out and say, this person did this, that's why I did that. You are a free moral agent. You take every decision on your own accord. Nobody forced you to take a decision. And even when you are forced, you cannot be forced to cheat. For example, I come to you, I ask you out, I tell you, okay, let's play with the sexual connotation that is used. I tell you I want to have sex with you. You cannot tell me that that you do not know when you started agreeing to open your legs. You are lying. You know, right? And someone might come out and say, what of the case of rape? Rape is not cheating. You were forced. I know many ladies will now use this as leverage. They raped me, but you agreed. Because you cannot tell me that, for example, you go to a man's house and then he invited you over. You say you want to spend the night, you pack a box. You say, we are just friends, nothing's going to happen. You pack box, you carry very sweet 90s. You now lie down next to him on the same bed. You now said, I did not cheat. You are lying. You are cheating. So please, there's no justification for cheating. If you were drunk.
Yes. Be drunk.
Now, okay. No, if in the case of drunkenness, now alcohol reduces your body's or your brain's coordination of your central nervous system, right? So you have some lack of coordination. Or my brother, even a drunk person knows their partner. You cannot lie. You cannot tell me that you see your partner. You know his smell, you know his touch, you know how this person acts. Yes, you might.
Alcohol will like have a toll on you that you just want to do it.
You just want to do it.
You don't have self-control at that moment.
You need help. Come for therapy.
No, it's true. Alcohol. I don't think.
Why would you? Okay, see what I feel. The rule of alcohol to me is very simple. If you are going to get intoxicated to a very high point, you do not go alone to drink. Number one, or you stay at home and drink.
Yeah, that's why there's no justification.
So there's no justification for cheating. You chose to want to go out. When you went out, most times, see, people get, okay, let me shock you. Most ladies who get drunk, minus them, people trying to prove a point. Most ladies who get drunk are trying to get drunk to forget something. So they are running from something in the first place. So you know that if you get drunk, so you intentionally don't want to have full consciousness so that when one boy asks you, you feel you don't know. You are already planning to cheat. That's premeditated cheating.